Let's play in the freaking blade.
1-5.
The world's largest touchdown.
He'll eat for one day if you teach a man to fish, but he'll never hunger again if you teach him to squish the basketball.
Welcome, welcome, welcome.
Caveman, pop,
emerging through a vacuum pipe from the sharp line. No one will be permitted closer at the time.
caveman,
For like all
caveman,
projects, the scientific goals and results of
caveman,
are to be available to everyone.
Oh yeah, that's the new season 3 theme. Oh, and there's the season 3 logo. Oh, she didn't stay up on the screen. Wait, Dr. General, diving is a sport where falling is good? Jeez Louise. Long jump too? Nah, I don't know. I'm no track expert, but I think the ones that fall in the long jump, they're not the best. The real long jumpers are the ones who don't fall, or whatever. Let's not get into that, or at least let's not get into it with just me here, because I would like the honor of introducing Carlsbad's most athletic son. His mother's an all-star, and his father's a home run. Ladies and gentlemen, it's Pepito. All right. Give it up for Pepito.
Somebody has run out on the
They are losing Wow, he's just going. Wow.
Sort your eyes a wint like nod.
I love when our sound alerts sporadically start working. It makes me forget that they were ever there. And then suddenly I'm sitting here about to talk to Pepito and I see Susie's shining visage in her Cat in the hat, giving her power nod. And I'm going to keep talking and continuing this sentence. I'm not putting any period or exclamation point or question mark or anything like that, because I feel like Pepito's not ready to answer any inquiries I might have, and I would hate to catch him unprepared in the asking of a question before he was ready to answer it, but really, we're all very curious. It seems like we're having a little bit of problems with the Pepitotron. And it is back. I wonder if that's why he was looking a bit scattered. But the real thing that we need to get to is we have to start things off by asking Pepito, how are you?
Out of this world.
So good. So good. Now.
Beautiful. Now you're good.
Now I'm good.
Welcome to season 3.
Season 3.
We made it.
We made it.
Oh my gosh.
We're
Dark Force says she
gonna
thought
make it
today was
after
Tuesday all
all.
day. Oh my gosh. I'm starting to get that way, man. I'm confusing my days. It's a mess. I got that elder age and that scarred up brain. This is what happens. You ever do that, Pepito? You forget what day it is?
Hijo de la. Todo el tiempo.
See,
Always.
see, se puede. We can feel this. It happens all the time. And let's check in one more time. We have another person here in the broadcast studio. I mean, the rest of the Cave TV staff is all there in the booth, but here in the studio itself, let's put our hands together for Cobra. Cobra, how are you?
The cat on the field, Jim.
Okay. Oh, gosh, no.
Jim.
There we go. Perfect. All right, so are you excited?
So excited.
I feel like we should wrap up where we left off last week, because for those of you who missed out, the season 2 finale ended with the fulfillment of my pledge to skateboard away into the night at the end of an episode, and the camera cut out and you couldn't see it, but I could still be heard thanks to Pepito's phone, and it was a whole mess up. I was horrifically injured, and there were a few surgeries that had to be undertaken, but I survived. And so we're moving on from that. We're not talking about the horrific skateboard injury of last week. Time to move forward, right, Pepito? What's your New Year's resolution?
Yes. Onward, caveman.
Yeah, of course.
My resolution
Yeah.
is to keep on keeping on
Dang.
as long as I can.
So your resolution is a revolution
Yes.
because it's revolving.
Like the invention of the wheel.
Yeah, kind of like that. What was that? Ferris. That was the name of the guy who broke out of the jail here in Carlsbad twice in one summer of 1953 or something like that. And his name was something Ferris, W.M. Ferris, and in his trial for his second jail escape, they talked about how he was a tough guy in prison, and everybody called him the Wheel. And I didn't think about that, and then Soy Trees in the chat goes, "Oh, the Wheel," because his name was Ferris, and I was like, "Oh, that makes so much sense."
I knew a God Ferris.
What?
Yeah, his middle name was God.
That rules. A Carlsbad?
No.
Oh, okay. Well, then he doesn't matter.
Northwest Farmington.
Yeah, for sure. Shout out to God. I do want to say.
Yeah, we miss God.
Yes, I do want to say I don't want the chat to get too far away. I do want to acknowledge that Soy Teresa claims that she would have one-upped W.M. Ferris, and she would have broken out of jail thrice. And I just want to say that's a very good one-upping. I do salute that, and I support you. Yeah. Shout out to God.
Shout out to
Everybody, hang on.
God.
Let's get a let's put a 6 in the chat for God. Hang on. Let me get my. Okay. Put my 6 in the chat for God. There it is. Beautiful.
I'm a garlic girl. I am a fucking garlic girl. I'm a garlic girl.
All right. Yes. Yes.
Cinderella.
We're getting 6s in the chat. This rules. This is beautiful. Should we? Excellent. Okay. Do you think that we should move the play along?
Let's move this play along.
Start the. If I was in the chat, I would be saying, "Start the show." Start the show.
All right. Boots off. Oh, hang on, my headphones just went out. Okay.
Season 3 boots off.
Okay. I knocked my headphones out when I was taking off my boots. I'm wearing the blankies today.
The blankies.
Stay tuned for them to be
Ooh,
decorated right quick.
the cord.
But the priority is we're not decorating shoes tonight. Tonight we're talking about sports, the spirit of competition, the age-old tradition that has pitted human against human since time immemorial. The urge within us to test not only ourselves but others around us, our community, and to test the limits of not only our physical bodies but our mental aptitude to use that physical force to best each other in challenges, wouldn't you say?
Yes. And for parents to live vicariously through their children
Oh, yeah, absolutely. Is that what?
and
is that-
scholarships.
Oh, well, yeah, scholarships, capital, that's all the same.
Booster clubs.
I want to get personal. What's your sporting? Okay, what's your claim to fame? What's your big, like, if at the heavenly gates, if you one day got up to heaven and Saint Peter is there letting people into the gates of heaven, and he said, "Oh yeah, they forgot to put this in the Bible, but God, shout out, he is a big, huge sports fan. So we only let people into heaven who have a sports feat that they've accomplished that is heaven-worthy. If that was poised to you, what would you cite to God as your greatest sports victory that would grant you permission into his gated paradise?
Okay. One time we beat Shorthorn in the division championships.
And Shorthorn was the little league that I was a part of.
Yeah. And then I think I was on Soy Teresa's uncle's team,
Oh,
the
wow.
Dodgers,
The
with her
Doctors?
cousin Jace.
Oh, Jay. Yeah,
Jace,
I know Jace. I'm
the
familiar.
Dodgers. And we won that championship too.
Hang on. I have to pause. In the chat, there is some misinformation going out that I got dunked on, and I just want to refute that. But, okay, so your greatest sports accomplishment was your success in your, what was it, National League or American?
Yes.
National?
Oh, and we won Junior League championship too.
Junior League.
Two.
What is that? Is that the after
It was like
elementary school?
after mine, before high school, yeah. Yeah, I was on like 3
So
championship
that's like
teams.
the middle school. Yeah. Damn. Okay? So you
Yep.
were a bright shining
One time, Eddie
prospect.
Rodriguez called out. He was hitting field balls to like all the players on the field,
Yeah.
and he called out outfield. But next thing I know, I was waking up to him and damn, what's that Amish guy? But his dad, and then they were cussing because
Wait,
they
hang on,
knocked
you
me
woke
out.
up? What happened?
Like they knocked me out with the line drive ball.
Oh, jeez, dude. That's brutal. Yeah, I don't know
It
the
was.
Amish guy. That's crazy, though. I never knew you got
Cody
knocked
Turpining's
out
dad.
playing baseball.
It's Cody Turpining's dad.
I don't remember him,
And-
but the
and-
name sounds familiar.
Yeah, it's old school.
I also got knocked out playing baseball. So
Oh shit.
that's kind of like community and solidarity that the two primary hosts of Caveman News have. We have this solidarity behind our horrific head wounds from baseball that made us lose consciousness and not be of this earth for moments.
So Teresa's only mayor is Binks.
Gosh, same here.
Us too.
For sure. And I will just say for my baseball injury, this was when I was... Okay, it was before I moved to Carlsbad at age 9. So I was in between 5 and 8, somewhere in there. Probably 6, 7. I was the catcher. I was living in the small town of Viburnum, Missouri, and there was only 700 people in town, and we had 4 baseball teams: the red team, the blue team, the yellow team, and the maroon team. And there were no jerseys. It was just I was on the red team, so I had to wear a red T-shirt when I went to play and everything. And I was on the red team, and I was the catcher, and they threw the ball to me. The runner was like passing second and on his way to third, and they threw the ball to me at home to get him out, and they overthrew it, and it went over my head. And I'm like panicking. There's this guy running. I'm going to get him out. I'm not going to let him touch home plate. You know, I'm the catcher. I'm here to protect this home plate. I take my job very seriously. So I threw off my catcher's mask, and I ran and found the ball, and I ran, and I got in front of home plate as the runner was coming in, and he fucking dove to slide home, and the baseball helmet went pop right in my eye and knocked me out, and I woke up in the dirt. And by the end of the game, I think it was my right eye, the one I have the most problems with. Weird. My eyebrow had swollen up so much that it drooped over my eye like an eye patch. It was crazy. That was sick.
Hell yeah.
Okay, Dog Treat General
There's
says...
no crying in baseball.
There is sometimes. I mean, I didn't, but I've seen people cry.
Sue him.
Hang on. Dog Treat General says, when I was in Little League, I showed the other outfielders how to make dandelion crowns. That's my greatest sport achievement. That rules. That is an achievement right there.
I love that. Remember your outfield story?
Which one? I got
With
too
Shut's
many.
dad?
Oh, yeah.
Shut.
With that one, gosh, I guess, I don't know. When we did the 100th episode, I went through and looked at a lot of the test streams that we did, just trying to figure out the technology to do this before we actually had Caveman News. And watching those test streams, you kept naming people's like first and last name, and I was like so nervous about that. I was like, what if these people don't want their names in our mouths. Like, what are we doing? Maybe we should. That
Fuck
should be a
'em.
rule not to do that. But you know what? This is season 3. I don't care. Yeah, Jacob Shutt's dad would sit behind outfield wall and honk his big van's horn and like scream at us children for missing the ball and stuff like this. And, yeah, he yelled at me a lot. And
The parents were the best part of sports.
yeah. Absolutely. They truly were. I don't know. Well, I don't know. I had a lot of fun when I was a young baseball player and a soccer player. But
I have to recall the night of Cody Turpining's mom.
yeah.
Oh, fuck. I was going to say Travis Gates, but she got on a fight with another kid's mom.
Oh, cool.
Like a
Mom
physical
fight.
fight.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was pretty intense.
That is pretty intense. I think I don't know what my greatest sports accomplishment would be, but I remember my last year of Little League in Shorthorn. I remember being told that at the end of the year, I had been hit by more pitches than anybody in the league. And I was like, oh, that's something.
Someone counts all that.
Yeah, I don't know. See, I don't know. Were they just telling me that because they knew that's the kind of thing a weirdo like me would be?
And the award for being hit most goes to
Right. Brother Bink says Gus Hughes' mom would yell, "Woo!" Rangers at a decibel I haven't heard since. And
Yes.
Soy Teresa says bleachers absolutely peppered with sunflower seed, shell, shrapnel. Absolutely.
Oh, yeah, and gum.
Oh my gosh,
And
Brother Binks says Brother Binks played at Shorthorn as well, and so many great memories. And there truly were. That last season of baseball, when I was in Shorthorn playing for the Rockies, we won one game all season, and we lost our minds when we won that one game. It was crazy. We were like, oh my God, we won. We were just running all over the field, and the other team was like looking at us like we were insane. But hey, we were proud. We had a lot of fun. That was
Soy Teresa had to go to all of Jace's games for some reason, but she ate so many pickles.
that is Pickle City. Little League is absolutely baseball, but
CJ loved pickles.
oh yeah, absolutely. He was a smart man.
I remember one time I caught his high fly ball
Oh yeah.
in
See,
a
I
high stakes game.
when I asked you about your greatest sports accomplishment, I just assumed you were going to say that one because I was like, oh, everybody knows the story of the time Pepito caught the ball that CJ hit, and CJ never forgave him for the rest of his.
It might have been that same night that it was Jermaine Barksdale's mom and Cody Turpining's mom, and they got in a fight. But CJ, he hit this pop up, and it went way high, like out of vision, and then all the lights were flashing down on me,
Yeah.
and I just reached my glove up and caught it.
Yeah.
And he recalled that like 12 years or so later.
Mm-hmm. And I was there when he brought it up and confronted you.
Yeah, it was before he moved back to Arkansas.
Y'all should have had a rematch late in life.
Yeah.
Absolutely. We gotta settle these sports feuds. You know, when you're a kid, you have all these like rivalries. I mean, at least I did. Did you?
Well, just with the teams we played against.
Yeah, of course. I mean, who else would you have a rivalry against? The Pittsburgh Pirates? I mean, come on. Yeah, it's the teams you play. Those are the ones you get in. But
Well, sometimes teammates
yeah, of course,
get competitive.
you can compete with your teammates, but I think I think that was when I first met the Norris brothers. Was due to
Whoa.
sports.
Carlsbad's
fight.
own version of the
Yeah.
Bash Brothers.
But I feel like there's so much sports stuff that we could talk about, and I'm kind of reticent about. I mean, I have a few sports things to get to, but I'm sitting here thinking, I'm like, I don't want to talk about baseball the whole hour, you know? I mean, there are other
Yeah,
sports.
that's the only sport I really played.
Right. I mean,
And roller hockey.
oh my gosh. What was you were on a team?
Yeah, remember
What were they
Blades had a
called?
league for a little bit. I don't remember the team I was on. I think we just threw on mesh jerseys.
Yeah, for sure. But still.
Like, got assigned a team.
Gosh, I mean, I was such a Mighty Ducks fan. I loved
And we
those
all were.
movies, and I would just watch them and throw on my rollerblades and be like, "Gosh, I could hockey so hard right now." I'm just
Quack, 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 Mr. Ducksworth.
exactly quack,
Yeah.
quack, quack, Mr. Ducksworth, indeed. But I was gonna say, when we're talking about the sports of Carlsbad, it really does all come down to baseball. That is our, as much as we would love to be a football powerhouse, and we just threw like however million however much money they just spent on the huge new sports facility at the high school here, you know, because they really want us to have like this incredible football program. And you know what, maybe we will one day. I was gonna say we're not going to do that, but at the same time, I don't know anything about sports. Maybe we're gonna be a big football heaven someday or something. I think this is the most time we've talked about heaven on an episode of Caveman News. But all this to
In
say,
heaven.
everything is fine. All this to say, I think that the biggest sports story in Carlsbad history is from baseball.
Uh-oh.
I mean,
course.
that's just who we are.
Forney Nation.
Oh yeah, Soy Teresa says Nurse Jane Andrews.
Oh shit.
Oh
I heard
yeah,
she got a
Brother Binks
haircut
points
this
out.
year.
Brother Binks points out so many Carlsbad kids made the majors, and that's true. If you go to the Wikipedia for Carlsbad, New Mexico, a great read, and you click on notable citizens, most of them are baseball players. If you get known for something from Carlsbad, odds are you're known for being a baseball player, and that's just true. And ooh, look at that. See, wow, gosh, aim it the other way. Don't aim it at me. Golly.
Oh yeah.
Jeez.
Caveman.
Yeah. Shout out to God. But the
Mark Godfair's.
the thing that I am really fascinated about is the fact that Carlsbad used to have a minor league baseball team of our own. And
But
you know this. But thank you for being the audience surrogate and pretending not to know. But the our team, I do appreciate the name. We were called the Carlsbad Podashers because we
Intrepid.
Yeah. Anyway, so the Carlsbad Podashers were our big team, and I would love to get a jersey. I can't find anybody that sells them. I would love to make that a personal project to recreate one of the jerseys. But the biggest story about the Podashers is a man by the name of Gil Carter, who, gosh, if memory serves, he was 23 years old and 6 feet tall or something like that. And
Right.
Carlsbad was playing a little game of baseball against Hobbs. And, oof, yeah, nasty. Oof, Hobbs. Well, I mean, they're not Artesia stinky, but they're not a great town.
Lee County.
Yeah, boo Hobbs.
You's a fool, baby. What's wrong with you, man?
And
Sick.
Sort your eyes went like disgusting.
soy chorizo
Like
went like
disgusting.
disgusting. And as Brother Binks points out, yeah, that's what we're talking about. Supposedly, the longest professional home run in baseball was hit by a Carlsbad Podasher. And that is who we're talking about, Gil Carter. They're playing Hobbs. I think it's 1953. It's the bottom of the 7th. There's one out. And this pitcher throws the ball, but he didn't anticipate that the man at bat, Gil Carter, was a Carlsbad grown immaculate athlete. And he hit that ball. He not only hit it, destroyed his little piddly no-hitter that the pitcher was working on, but the ball went, and it kept going, and kept going, and kept going. Now, the thing is, here in Carlsbad, we don't now and didn't then we didn't have like a really fancy facility, you know?
Brother Bink says, and they played at where we grew up playing soccer.
Yeah, for
The
sure.
fields by the tennis courts.
Yeah, that's where the old baseball field was. But all I'm trying to say is because it wasn't like a big fancy stadium and all of this stuff, they didn't really have preparation for measuring an extremely long home run. But it is a fact that when they did find the ball, it was 730 feet away. 730 feet. You know, maybe it only went 700 feet and bounced or rolled 30 feet or something like that. But to put that in perspective, what's it called? I think it's called StatCast, and they are the official company that does all the stats for Major League Baseball. And according to them, in the last 10 years, the longest home run hit was 505 feet. So 700 is a lot longer than that. And whoa, hang on. Soy Teresa says, how about this? The Carlsbad Caverns are 750 feet underground? Wow. That's crazy. Yeah, Brother Bink
Good one,
says
Soy Teresa.
most stadiums are about 400 feet on average. So there's no real definitive proof that it was a 700-foot home run, but I mean, I believe. I do have a picture here. Here's the home run. You see the X on home plate, and then the X
Oh,
over
yeah.
here on the left. That's where
Oh, yeah.
the ball was found.
Went across
Yeah.
the road.
Yeah, absolutely. Way over there. So,
Those fields remind me of kudos bars and orange slices.
Kudos bars. I don't remember kudos bars.
Like, they're good. I think they were supposed to be a healthier granola bar,
Huh. Weird.
but they were like the soccer snacks.
Did that give you all your good health?
Sure did.
Excellent. Thank you. Thank you for that kudos bars.
Cinderoni loved them as well.
Well, then it must be true. Let me look at my notes.
Soy Teresa says those fields are a pickleball complex now.
Hang on. My headphones. Okay, what were you saying?
Soy Teresa said that those soccer fields are a pickleball complex now.
Of course they are. Absolutely. I am not shocked. Do you pickleball, Pepito?
I have never pickleballed.
Why not?
I would
What are you
like
waiting
to.
for?
I would do it. People to pickleball with me. I guess I should just go and find people.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure that's how it works. You just show up.
Hey,
I mean, take it from somebody whose family loves pickleballing. I think they just show up places and play. It's weird.
just go to your next family gathering.
Basically. Oh my god, they would love it
Jill,
if I...
what's up? Jackson.
Jackson, alumni of the show. We all remember Jackson from the Halloween
Ghost
Ghosts
Story.
episode. That's what it was, of course.
Go.
Let's look at... Oh, gosh. I'm doing my notes in a different way, so... One thing I did like... I've never seen it, but I remember hearing about it. There were a couple of instances of Carlsbad hosting donkey softball games. You ever
Softball
seen
games?
that?
Ooh, like adults playing softball?
On donkeys.
Oh, no. Is that indoor or outdoor? That's outdoor, right?
It'd have to be.
Okay, because Woolsey's dad did something similar where they rode on animals,
Yeah.
but I think it was like basketball or like lacrosse.
That's what I was going to say. I've heard of donkey basketball. I have a weird
Yeah.
memory of them talking about it happening in that town of 700 people that I lived in, about everybody come because they're going to do donkey basketball after school and everything, but I didn't go, you know.
Was it at the Sheriff's Posse Arena?
No, it was in Missouri. It was
Missouri.
a town of 700 people, but yeah, I don't know. I just remember hearing about that donkey. I was looking for stories of unusual sports stuff, you know, because that's kind of what Caveman News does. We don't like to report on stuff that everybody knows and everything. It's like trying to find the weird stuff. So I did go looking, okay, what's the weirdest sport? What do you think a weird sport would be if you were doing research and you were trying to find
Oh, are you
stories
asking
on...
me?
Yes.
Well, I found a bunch. There were like British ones. Like there was this guy
you
who
mean
turned
weird sports?
old-
What do you mean bunch? What does
Yeah.
a bunch refer to? Okay.
Like, I found a bunch of different weird sports.
Oh yeah.
Like this guy would make marbles out of old toilet porcelain,
Weird.
and then he would play marbles with his friend. And there's like a parkour sport. There's like
A
people
parkour
battling
sport?
RC aircraft. There's MMA inside cars.
What?
There's people slap contesting.
Oh yeah, that's lame. That's stupid.
There's a lot of weird sports. Noodling in the Pecos.
Yeah,
tradition amongst us
absolutely.
Carlsbadians.
I did find a story. Oh my gosh, I accidentally put my notes down on top of my
Yes, the
notes.
toilet marble Cinderoni.
Yes.
I couldn't believe it myself. I thought it was a spoof. I thought it was like a BBC comedy.
Toilet
And then it was-
marbles?
Yeah, when I saw him doing that, like shaping a marble out of old porcelain.
Weird. There's a. They call this. I have another question. What is a sport? How do you define a sport?
It sounds like an action,
Yeah.
but it's a noun. I think it's like playfulness, competitive.
Okay.
Can require more than one person.
All right.
Is chess a sport?
See, that's the thing. Is it?
Yeah, I think it is.
I mean,
I think
don't know.
board games are sports.
We haven't
I
played
kind
chess
of
in a
came
long
across that
time.
dilemma
You
making
and
the
I.
bumper.
Huh?
Sometimes when I was making the bumper, I was like, "Is this a sport or a game?"
Yeah,
Like I
exactly.
wanted to include
That's the
mahjong,
thing,
but that's like a game.
right?
But I
Maybe
only
we
wanted
should
to
do a
include it
games
for Cinderoni and
episode.
Soy Teresa.
What about Soy Teresa?
I wanted to include mahjong in the bumper for Cinderoni and Soy Teresa.
Yeah, but maybe we need a games episode, you know?
Yeah.
There's one sport when I was looking to find the weirdest sports in Carlsbad. There was one sport that, again, I'm not sure I would define this as a sport, but I'm very jealous that I was never involved in it. In Artesia, they held the state competition for the varmint calling contest.
Whoa.
And yeah, basically it's exactly what it sounds like.
Like
You try
possums?
what?
Like possums or
No, the winner. Gosh, do I have it written down? The year? Okay, yeah, this was 1976. The winner was able to call and get 16 coyotes to approach.
Oh,
How
cool.
sick is that?
and then kill them. That's not very.
No, just call them.
Oh, just.
Why
Oh,
do
that's
you
it.
assume kill them?
I didn't know if that was like a.
You're twisted, dude.
Well, there's countries doing that,
I know. I'm just messing with you.
like eradicating species.
Yeah, exactly. But again, that's another thing that I wouldn't consider a sport, really. You know,
That's pretty
that just
cool. I
considers
think
like a
that's
really cool hobby or pastime. I don't know. I'm not sure on the how to differentiate between the two. You know.
Remember Murder Ball?
I'm
Or-
familiar with the name. I've seen the documentaries, like the cover,
No.
so I understand what.
Or that game we played with Andrew's neighbor,
Oh, okay. So,
Danger
yeah,
Ball, or
yeah, I don't know. I can't remember what it was called.
yeah,
But it's on YouTube. I mean, I have the. I made
the
a
video.
little
Yeah.
thing about. Gosh. Actually, I wonder if I can figure out how to pull that up.
Oh, Black Horse. That's who we played it with.
Yeah, but Pepito, can you?
God.
What?
No, I'll do it. Let's do this.
What do you mean? You don't know
You're
what
just
I'm
gonna tell
asking.
me to do something for a couple.
Oh yeah, I was gonna say, can you like start telling a story so I can put down my microphone and type and pull up this video?
Okay.
Including one in Carlsbad Taverns.
Right.
Including one in
Somebody has run out on the field. Some ball in a hat and a red shirt. Now he takes off the shirt. He's running down the middle by the 50. He's at the 30. He's bare-chested, banging his chest. Now he runs the opposite way. He runs to the 50. He runs to the front. The guy is front guy, but there he goes. The 20, the chasing him. They're not going to get him. Waving his arms. Bare chested. Somebody stop that man. Oh, they got him. Here comes the
Pepito.
Oh, they tackle him.
I was asking if you could tell a story or something.
Oh, well, I like the story of that guy streaking.
Oh, I don't know. I couldn't.
Calling
I was waiting for you to start saying something. I couldn't follow. Sorry, I missed it. But I've just about got this.
Whoa.
Let's see. Window capture.
Cinderoni liked it. So it came out okay. Yeah, I was stoked when I found that. And then I have.
Thanks, Coach Todd. You know, it's one of those things where we're well prepared. We just came out. We wanted it more than they did. Todd, how important is this game to you as a coach?
I think this game is a huge stepping stone. I think there are a lot of things that can be achieved tonight. Andrews is a quality program from across the border, and they're going to come across and they're going to show our kids a few things that they haven't seen. But I think our kids will respond quite well, and I think a win will just be the catapult to a phenomenal season this year because I think they're going to play one of the better teams in the state of Texas.
I do think streaking is a sport.
Yeah.
Okay.
That guy gets a
what?
10 because the announcer called it.
Hell yeah. Okay, this is
sports.
Well, hang on. Do I have the audio ready to go? Let's see. Okay. Where is this? Why? Okay. That's very strange. I don't know what's going on.
Yeah, Coach Rogers. He looked like Jason Alexander. He was so cool.
I don't know. I don't remember him looking like Jason Alexander.
A little bit, not completely.
Okay, I think I've got this.
Ooh. So Teresa said he was a sweetie. And so funny. Oh.
Here. What?
I was just replying to what Soy Teresa said about Coach Rogers.
Hell yeah. All right, here's the sports thing I made 14 years ago. And let's see CJ.
How apropos.
There he is.
Classic combo beat. Oh, I wish I had popcorn. Oh, home movies.
Wow. Drew. Wow.
Murder ball, y'all.
It's not murder ball.
A danger.
I'm telling you. This video is called Sports/How to Danger Ball. So I think it's Danger Ball.
Danger ball.
All right. Oh,
Chill
geez.
beverage in the left hand, of course. Me too.
For sure. Okay. I just wanted to see a little bit of that. I don't need any
Old
more
school.
of that. I think we should get back on track. Why can't I figure this out? Okay. I want this to go
It's
away. Okay. Perfect. All right.
Sports could be so artistic.
They are, man. I'm telling you, I love basketball goal.
Yes, that
They
was
look
Black
so
Horse.
good, aesthetically very pleasing.
No, I was answering Soy Teresa.
Oh yeah,
That was
what'd she
Black
say?
Horse.
And what'd you say?
She asked if that was Black Horse. Oops, I
Oh,
thought him.
yeah. That was Black Horse's house. Salute to Black Horse. Jeez, what a guy! I haven't seen him in a million years. Here's something you might find as interesting as I did. In 2018, the Happy Valley Baptist Church had a sport that they never did when I was a kid. Chariot racing. How sick does that sound?
Pretty cool. Like some Ben-Hur.
Yeah, I bet they didn't go as hard as Ben-Hur did. He went wild. But they did have some great names for their chariot teams. I did like the Sisters in Christ. That was a good team. The God's Racers. That was a good team. One I enjoyed, the Young and the Restless, as a chariot church team. That sounds very cool. But the winners of the chariot race were a team called God's Dragon Slayers. That's
Whoa.
Yeah, Cinderoni says, what the fuck, the Young and the Restless? Yeah, absolutely. And Soy Teresa says, shout out God. So, absolutely. What is
Come on down to Hippodrome.
Oh, yeah, see, God's Racers at the Hippodrome.
GTJD.
Yes.
DTG.
DTG.
This might be the most religious episode.
No, I don't know. What about the holy episode?
Yeah, but we were talking about holes.
Yeah, see. It was a holy episode, but we were talking about holes in the ground. Ha ha ha. But then we did talk about the Church of Eduardo, and we did get kind of into religious stuff there. Huh?
Condo's always flipping the script.
Absolutely.
Like Rob Reiner.
For sure. He sure did. Let's see. Oh, I did like this little thing. I liked reading about in 1993 they had a big kite flying contest. And some people call that a sport. The sport of kite flying. And I can understand that a little bit because the categories were they had prizes for the youngest, the oldest, the most colorful kite, and the biggest kite, smallest kite, and then the best crash. And in order to be eligible for any of those, your kite had to be in the air for 2 minutes, I think. What?
No, I was just reading the chat.
Oh, okay. Anything you wanted to say?
Soy Teresa rapped that line about Rob Reiner yesterday.
Oh, yeah.
And Soy Neroni says, you're right. God has come up way more than usual.
It truly has. This is a godly episode. I wonder why. But anyway, I just wanted to say I really enjoyed reading about the kite flying competition of 1993. And I do consider it kind of a sport because you do have to get it up in the air and keep it up in the air and things like this. And the oldest person also had the biggest kite. He was 81 years old, and his kite was 20 feet across.
What the hell?
Kite. And then the youngest participant was 2 years old, and his kite was 45 inches. So, I don't know. I do think that's kind of beautiful that the youngest made the smallest kite and the oldest made the biggest one.
Biggest.
It's because he had more years and he could do it because he had time
Dodgy General.
Yeah.
Says kite flying is probably a sport.
Yeah, exactly.
And kite fighting is definitely a sport.
Gosh.
A
I've
kite
never
full of throwing
kite-
stars, this Soy Teresa.
I've never kite fighted, but that sounds so cool to me. And it reminds me of
Yeah. Well, people fight RC airplanes.
Yeah, for sure. You could. But I don't know, the kite the kite seems like a more
Did y'all
a
have
more honest
kite day
fight.
at your school?
Huh?
Did y'all ever have kite day in your elementary school?
Nah, not at all.
Like a day where everyone brought a kite?
No.
Oh, that was fun.
That rules, man. That would be very sick. But yeah, I was just gonna say, kite flying. I remember hearing about that concept because there was a story in an Encyclopedia Brown book where they didn't know who was flying the kite that was cutting everybody's strings and like, who's the mysterious kite fighter and all this stuff. And I was like, wow, people can do that. I want to do that. But anyway, in 1993, the most spectacular crash came from somebody whose kite was shaped like the Batmobile. And
whoa,
I think that
those are my
rules.
favorite kites.
And if you have a kite that is Batmobile and you're entering it in a competition, I feel like you have to dress up like Batman to go fly it, you know?
Oh,
How could you
wow,
not?
yeah.
Like, that seems, I don't know. I would really look down my
Dark
nose.
Had a 101 Dalmatians kite.
What?
And Soy Teresa knew this drug dealer in Lubbock that would make you fly this big ass kite that took 2 people to fly when you met him at the park to pick up.
That's kind of cool. I do like that.
That sounds like a
Jeez.
challenge.
That sounds fun. Oh no, I've just got a list of random stories. I did like this story from, what year was it? It's 19... Oh yeah. Okay. So 1976, Artesia and Carlsbad, they're set to have this football game. You know, everybody loves football in southeastern New Mexico. It's a huge oil town thing, and we have this football game set with our rivals in Artesia, but the weather is so bad that the Carlsbad team says, hey, we're not driving to your dumb town on these roads. This is it's dangerous. We're not driving today. And so our teacher's like, all right, fine, come up next weekend and like play this game, face us. And okay, yeah. And Carlsbad basically said, well, next weekend's really close to the state tournament, and we don't want to, like, take off the time that we were preparing for, like, the state tournament to, like, go play you guys in another game, you know? And Artesia went to the state and, like, made a complaint against Carlsbad for not wanting to go back and make up that game. And the Artesia coach also demanded that Carlsbad pay Artesia $500 for not making that game. And it became this huge, heated thing because Artesia's a bunch of crybabies. And yeah, at the end of the day, the moral of the story is in 1976 into 1977, there was a year-long span where Carlsbad and Artesia refused to play each other in sports, and we were just
wow.
You know, we wouldn't face them, and I think that's cool. I like that pettiness. We could go on forever, but I think we've rambled about sports. Is there stuff that you want to touch on? Anything?
I got all the sports I need.
Yeah.
Wait.
What about the rest of
They
life?
should have kept it going. It says Dark Farts.
Kept what going?
The distance, the rivalry, the playing against each other.
We should. We should not talk to artisans. I wouldn't. I don't.
I was gonna burn my Artesia shirt, but that'd be very dafu. Maybe too
Why?
dafu. It's inside. I can't light fires.
Well, we do need something. Oh, and hey, as Dark Farts said in the chat the other day, Madam Satan is now 100% legal. So we could start playing that right now. And
Episode
who would care?
102.
But that kind of takes some of the fun out of it. The whole thing was it was a segment called Barely Illegal, doing things that were barely illegal. And I'm just saying, I think it's your turn to do something barely illegal next. So if you wanted to start a t-shirt fire in your half of the studio, go with God.
No. I don't want to risk it.
Yeah, okay. I'm just saying, putting it out there. We should start wrapping things up. This has been fun. Do you have any? Well, let's get your lyric and guest.
Oh shit. Sure. For this week's guest, I would like to invite Rich Fulcher.
Ooh, nice.
Haven't seen him in a while.
Yeah, he doesn't come around.
I guess my lyric is from this group called Devault.
Okay.
And the song's Belgium.
All right.
And it goes,
what do they got?
It's PSA, but now your shit just hit a little different. Shit that used to work don't work no more. That shit be hitting different. Thank you.
Beautiful. I love it.
Yeah.
Yeah. Do you have any hopes for season 3 of Caveman News?
I'd like to put more work into this. So I guess I got to get a little bit more motivated.
That's a resolution for you. That's your life. I'm talking about for the show. What should?
Well, that's part of it.
Well, no, that's what you would do. Your participation in the show. I'm just saying, what do you think the show should do? Not what you should do for the show, but what should the show do in season 3? Where should we be a year from now?
Okay. We're gonna have a lot of topics, very few repeats of topics we've done, if any. I'm gonna do the Smokey the Bear episode.
Oh gosh, absolutely.
We will scale the courthouse. This has
been in the works. I think we first talked about Smokey in episode 14, I think, which was our fire episode. We got to fire like pretty early in Caveman News. And I think that's when you said you were going to do it. And we're nearing on 100 episodes later. So the world is still waiting for the Papito Prepared episode all about Smokey Bear.
I feel ready. I feel like I can do it.
Oh my gosh. Yes, Soy Teresa says she wants Mayor Binks as a special guest. And also she says we need a prayer every episode, and I think that would be very good as well. Did you see our new logo? Our season 3 logo?
I don't think I did.
Okay, here it is.
Whoa. It reminds me, it's giving me never mind.
What? Say it.
I can't think of it right now.
You can. But yes, I demand Mayor Binks come and speak to his public and give his address to the city here live on Caveman News. That would be wonderful. But yeah,
that'd be amazing. He could sing a song.
Absolutely.
He could wear his Duke City hat.
He could, man. The sky's
Have
the
you ever
limit.
been to a Dukes game? I have.
I think so. I'm pretty sure I have.
And Isotopes. Isotopes
Yeah.
and the Dukes.
Absolutely. For sure. 100%. Okay. Yeah.
Dr. General says the new logo is serving Bog Body.
Bog Body. Yeah, for sure. This is to explain a little bit. Our new logo for season 3, we now have a cave woman. This is a Neanderthal woman. Kind of not having a patriarchal logo for this year.
Maggot Brain. That's what it was reminding me
The
of.
new logo unsettles Zoe Teresa. That's sad. What about Maggot Brain?
That's what your logo reminded me of.
Oh, okay. I can see that. I love Maggot Brain. Uh-oh. Here we go. We got a first-time chat from...
What?
First-time chat. Hang on. Deep Pepita... Deep Pepita... Deep Pepita...
Deep Epitaph.
Pepito, I was trying to pronounce that. Yeah,
okay.
This is Pepito's rival, Pepita. And their first time chat is just saying best viewers, streamboo.com.
Pepito mi corazón, Pepito mi corazón,
All right. Excellent. Let's shut this thing down, Pepito. Let's do this. And also another thing I saw in the chat for season 3, we need more Cobra. And
yes.
Oh my God!
There's a cat on the field, Jim.
Wow.
This is Cobra Spot.
Wow.
Cobra Spot.
He is the corazon. Okay, Pepito, what do you want to talk about next week?
Oh my God, there's so much. Lottery, eviction notices, legal notices.
Gosh, and games. That's something that has come up on this episode. I don't have any of that.
Oh,
but
that'd be a great Binks episode. Legal notices.
What? Hang on. Jesus. Hang on. I'm lost. Okay.
Whoa.
All right. I think we're back on track. Ugh, I got lost in all my buttons and everything. Beautiful. Okay. Oh yeah. I was gonna say, actually, what we're gonna be doing next week. Next week. Please join us as we discuss Carlsbad's history with bodybuilding. All right. We're done. Here next week, then we will see you. Goodbye.
Coming to Ralph Boyer Stadium. Game is final fucking field. Game's over. Game is final fucking field. Game's over. Game is final fucking field. Game's over. Game is final fucking field. Game's over.